I'm all dressed up and I'm keeping it casual. If you want to hear about the pattern review for both of these patterns and my thoughts on the fabric, then please stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you for coming on board, and don't forget to hit that like button. It helps out, and don't forget to share also. We are going to jump right into it. So initially I was thinking I was going to talk a little bit about this fragrance that I have on. I'll just tell you what it is, but I'm wearing it again in an upcoming video, so I'll get more into the notes. But because this video is going to be long, I didn't want to take up an additional time about the fragrance. But I am wearing my scent of the day. Today is by House of Sillage, and it is Whispers of Strength. If you follow me on Instagram, it was earlier in the month I had showed that I had purchased it, and I think I shared it in the previous video. It love it's like a purple theme today. All right, let's jump into it. So okay, it has been a busy day. What I am about to talk about, I have worn for a few hours today, and I will say very comfortable. I'll have some further thoughts about the second piece, but let me jump into this first piece right here, because it is I have it on. It is so super easy. This neckline, you guys, is beautiful. If you can tell by the title, this is the Itch to Stitch Glenlee dress and top, but I've made the dress. And if you recall, if those who have seen my lookbook for fall winter, I picked 9 looks. I've already completed one. This is my second look, and it's all purple. It's all based on the color purple. And so yeah, this is the Glenlee dress, and when I tell you I love it, let me show you my inspiration pick once more, just in case you didn't catch the video. I will pop up the inspiration pick, and basically I just wanted something very casual. All my inspiration looks aren't, you know, meant to be exact, but definitely gave me that mood that I was going for, that I was in when I selected that particular piece. And I did share in that video my Pinterest board, so you can most certainly go check that out as well. But this gave me all the casual vibes that I was looking for, and might I add, super duper easy to put together. Now let me tell you about this fabric. This fabric is from Girl Charlie, and I will link to it if they still have it in stock, which I'm pretty sure they do. It's a spandex jersey. Is it a cotton? I don't remember. But as long as it's still in stock, I will link it down below for you. So make sure you click that description box. But super easy to work with. I really don't have much to say about the fabric. It was just super easy to work with. It's a knit fabric. The pattern does call for a knit, and it does it, I believe it mentions how much of a stretch. Yes, it does. It says 50% horizontal and vertical stretch, such as a cotton spandex jersey, a poly spandex jersey, and interlock. And I believe this is a cotton jersey, but again, I will leave it. No, I think it's an interlock. No, it's an interlock, because I'm looking at the either way, I'll leave it down below. So that is the fabric that I used, and I'm just going to tell you, and I'll pop up a picture of the pattern. This is so super easy, and yes, I will be making some tops, and it's because this neckline, you guys know I love V-necks, but this is more of a I forget the correct terminology for this shaping, but this shaping is not V. Obviously, it's not a full boat neck, but then it comes down. You do have, let me see if I can show you. You might be able to tell where my band met here, that seam in the front. It's a nice raglan sleeve, which I love. I love raglans. I think I love so much, and I think they look good on me because I'm more narrow shouldered. I have more narrowness here at the top, and so it works out perfectly for me. And when I tell you this dress is just, look at, it's just super It's just casual. The only thing I will comment on with the fabric is that I found it to be clingy, in that I do have to wear a slip up under this, but I found that I thought that at least when I was cutting it out, I felt like it was clingy. I don't know if I want to say staticky, because I did use fabric sheets when I did do a cool dry of it, so that might be something. But other than that, the fabric was absolutely perfect. So the sizing, Itch to Stitch, and this is one of her patterns that goes up to her new sizing, and her new sizing goes up to a size 40, which a bust of a size 40 covers up to a 16.5 inch bust. And then you also it starts at 29, so it goes from size 0 up to a 40, starting at a size 29 bust up to a size 60.5 inch bust, and then the waist goes up to a 57. And so for me, what I decided to cut out, I decided again to do what I typically do. I grade between sizes. So up here at the top, I did a 14 all the way down till about right here, where the notches are, is usually where I start grading back out. And I did a size, what did I do? 16 all the way down. I just did a 16 all the way down, and it fits perfect. I love it. Absolutely love it. So that absolutely worked for me. And let me tell you what the measurements are for and I did use the full bust piece. So Itch to Stitch does have full bust piece option, and so I did use that. And so a 14 bust I used was 41 inches. The waist is 37 5/8. The hip then is 44, but I based it only on the upper part up here because I'm more narrow, taking my measurement up there. So when I do my high bust measurement, my high bust is 38.5, but I felt more comfortable going to a 14, and I think that worked for me. And then I went out to a 16. So a 16 waist is 39 1/8, and a 16 hip is 45 and a half. And then of course you got that's just the body measurements, but then you have your ease. There isn't negative ease in this. Just not even at the top, because the 16 at the top bust measurement is 45 3/8. So yeah, so it's not negative ease. It's meant to fit really nice, and not, super tight or snug or anything like that. So I love the way that it turned out. I've checked look number 2 or my second look. I'm not necessarily doing this in any particular order, but this is my second look from my mood board, all purple, and I love it. And the only thing I did do, I'll note, is I traced, only pieces that I traced were my bodice. I cut out the original pattern pieces for the skirt because the way the lines are, and as I continue to lose weight, I'll just keep cutting, cutting down. So that worked out. But I think I would say tops, it would take you at most 3 hours to sew this up after you've cut it out, and that's with breaks and everything. So I mean, that might seem like a long time for some people, but if you're like me, you take breaks, walk away, come back. And so I mean, if you were just glued, just sitting down, it probably take you a couple hours to do from start to finish. But I would say, just take your time or whatever. I like the details. The only thing I did not do for the Glenlee here, you're supposed to add elastic on the seam line, and for me, this here seam line hit perfect. I wouldn't want it any further down. It hits perfectly up underneath my breast. The reason I did not add the elastic, because I didn't want it to gather in more, and then because I don't like a lot of gathers around my stomach area, and so yeah, so I didn't add the elastic. It's already stabilized in that you add that that area, because you add interfacing to the area between the dots on the bodice and on the skirt. And so yeah, so I wasn't worried that it will get all stretchy and out of shape or anything like that. But so yeah, that worked for me. And so that is the Glenlee dress. I'm definitely going to be making a top for sure. I highly recommend the pattern. Super duper easy to put together, definitely beginner friendly. Yes, this jacket is gorgeous, fully lined. It's a peplum. Look at that. Hopefully you can tell. I will be popping up pictures now so you can see me in the dress and in the jacket. So just make sure that you are paying attention for that. But let me tell you about the fabric. So as you all know, I am a Minerva brand ambassador. And so I selected this fabric and it was sent to me. And if you've been following, I got this fabric late last year, and once I received it, I fell in love. You all know that I then end up ordering more yards that I paid for myself because I absolutely love this. I love this shade of purple, and so I used the fabric they sent to me to create this look. But let me tell you a little bit about the fabric. The fabric is a metallic woven brocade, and obviously it's in the color purple. And so this here, so brocade is polyester, and it's listed as a dead stock, and it is 59 inches wide, so almost 60 inches wide, just shy. But oh my gosh, this fabric is gorgeous, you guys. It is absolutely gorgeous. And usually in the past I have worked with brocade, and I have found the other type of brocade I have worked with, and this one did too. Let me just pop up a little video just in case you haven't worked with brocade before. But brocade can unravel fray like the dickens. And so and I'll show you in a quick video here, but it can fray like the dickens. And then this lining that I use, it's a polyester lining. Actually, I just hauled this when Myra was here in Texas, and we went to Fabrictopia. That's where I purchased the lining from. That frayed like the dickens. And so I'm showing you both in the little video here, them together, and I was just looking like, oh, look at this fraying. Hurry up, don't over manipulate. But oh, and I feel like I want to order more of this fabric. I'm still gonna do, as you all know, I'm gonna do the legging, the itch to stitch legging. And so but I am so happy. Let me just pause for the cause. I'm glad I did use this lining for this jacket, and because I was planning on using this lining for the legging coat, the itch to stitch legging. But I think I'm gonna try to find a dark like a charcoal gray. Can you tell that? It's a purple, but it looked grayish to me, and I think I'd rather have the legging lined in a Bimberg. Preferably, that's my preferred lining, a Bimberg in like a deep charcoal gray. So yeah, that probably will be my last project for my mood board, is the legging, because now I've changed my mind now that I've worked with this here. But anyway, so this jacket, I want to shout out to Miss Leslie and Camille over at Chut Charlotte Patterns. They reached out to me. It was towards the end of last year, about trying one of their patterns. They have increased their size range, and so it was a perfect fit, because of course you all know I like to at least share with you pattern companies that have a more inclusive size range as much as I possibly can. And they do have a size inclusive range, and let me just tell you the measurements here shortly. But this here, I am not French, so I'm not going try to pronounce the French pronunciation of this jacket. We are calling it what they have in the English version, all dressed up. This is the all dressed up, and it is a short peplum jacket. Oh, this jacket is so cute. And it is so super easy to put together. But first, let me tell you just a little bit about the pattern company. Now, I did mention this when I followed up with, I believe it was Camille at Chut Patterns, but and hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly as well. Their measurements are all listed in centimeters. And so when I was doing my measurements and everything, you know how the measurement tape have this centimeter side and the inches side. So I don't know if I did it right technically. I just flipped the measurement tape over, then measure myself, and then measured again on the regular side to see if it hit in the same spot. And so I knew that I was using the right measurements in centimeters. Don't know if I did that perfectly right. And then I made a huge mistake, but we're going to talk about that in a moment. So their sizing goes up to a size 28 UK, and that is a bust circumference of 124 centimeters to 127 centimeters. I left my notes for what inches that is, but I will put that on the screen. How many inches that is for the bust. And so it starts at a UK size 6, which is a 80 to 83. I'll put the conversion and everything on the screen here just so you know. So that was the one thing that I did mention to the pattern company is, as somebody based in the USA who use our metric system, it would be nice in parentheses or somewhere in the pattern to have inches. And if you're using 1 centimeter, that's, you know, for seam allowance, most people know that's equivalent to 3/8 inches. But that's kind of like, I think, like the standard everybody know, no matter what metric system you use, 1 centimeter is 3/8. But I did mention it would be helpful to have in the pattern, maybe somewhere in the parentheses where the centimeters are, in parentheses put the inches. And then for those who are new to sewing, especially if they're out of the USA or use our metric system, same metric system we do over here, when you say sew this at 1/8 centimeters, or I'm sorry, at 1/8 centimeters, or 1 centimeter, I keep saying 1/8, 1 centimeter in parentheses put 3/8 inches, just so you know, it's easy to understand. But outside of that, when I tell you this pattern was so easy to put together, it's only, you guys, this, and it reminded me, don't laugh, but when I turned the jacket inside out, it reminded me of birthing a bag. You know how if you make, my bag makers out there, and for those who make coats that have followed the same process, and you leave the opening and then you just pull everything out because everything around the perimeter was finished off, so the side was left open to pull everything through. So I just laughed when I was finishing up. I was like, oh, this is so funny. It's like finishing a handbag. But there are only, you have your back piece, you have your peplum, you have your front facing, you have your front, and you have your sleeve. So that is 1, 2, 3, 5 pieces, and then you have to do the lining pieces, which you have the back, the sleeve lining. You also have the front lining that attaches to the front facing, and then you have the peplum. And if you decide to do the collar, there is an option to do a collar. I didn't do the collar because I didn't want that option for this. I really and particularly like the even though it's termed all dressed up, you can totally make this more casual. And I actually want to make another one, and I believe I want to go ahead and make it in the denim, because I think that would be just a cool jacket just to have on all the time. However, I want to pair this with some denim jeans just to really take it down, but still look chic. You still looking pretty chic in your outfit. But I was picture this, go with me real quick, some jeans, a tank, chunky jewelry, and this jacket with some flat sandals on. See that look? That's what I'm thinking. But okay, let me get into the making of this and the instructions. Instructions, super easy. I had no notes for the instructions. I didn't get hung up on anything, and partly because the instructions, the line drawings, the illustrations, I should say, in the instructions is very clear of what's the wrong side, what's the right side, even when attaching the sleeve. And because I haven't done that in a long time, making jackets attaching the sleeve, I was like, oh, I forgot how to do that. And once I started reading through the instructions, I was like, oh, that's easy. And it was so easy. You also have the option to add piping. So I was thinking about, not for this one I was thinking, but actually I would love to make a couple more. I would actually love to make one in Ankara and one in denim. And I'm thinking the one in Ankara is the one I would want to add the piping. Stay tuned, just stay posted. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and yeah, hit the bell so you don't miss that. But anyway, but instructions are so super easy, so super easy. You wouldn't have any problem with it. But I made a rookie error. Let me just share with you what I did, and I'll pop the jacket on here too. And hopefully I've been popping up pictures of me in it. But for my sizing, I don't think I even told you what size I did. I selected the UK size 14 at the top, and then I graded to an 18. So at the top, I, kept it a 14, and then I went out to 18 around the bust area. Here is my rookie mistake, and oh, I can't believe I did this. I'm just working, just doing my thing and cutting everything out, and accidentally cut out the wrong size of the sleeves. I cut out a 14 for the sleeve, and I meant to cut out an 18. And let me just tell you, yes, I'm losing weight. We got guns coming in the house. Can y'all see that? The guns coming, but we're not there yet. And so I had to laugh at myself because I was like, what did I do? What did I do? Yeah, I just had to laugh at myself. These sleeves are tight. All I need is like a ½ inch. Obviously I can get my arms in there, but when I do this, not that I'm going around doing that, but you want mobility. I don't care if I, or not that I'm walking around. I'm not walking around like this, but you want mobility in your garment. And so I totally, because it's not meant to close up. If you look at the line drawing and the different pictures on TV, it's not meant on TV, on Instagram and on their page, is not meant to close or anything like that. It's meant to drape open like it is, which it is. But I cut the wrong sleeve, and because the sleeve length is perfect on me, everything, sleeve, everything, perfect. And I slid my arm in here, and I was like, what in the world did I do? Cut the wrong size. So it is snug, about a ½ inch, y'all, and she'll be fine. She'll be fine. And yeah, so, and this, I love this jacket. I am in love with this jacket. In love. Even though I made that huge boo-boo with the sleeves. Let's forget that. But I did wear it today. I sure did. It's actually really nice, about 55, 60 degrees. Yeah, it was a busy day. Had a busy day today. But anyway, that is it. That is my review. Oh yeah, let me just tell you this quick story. My pictures, you will notice, I had to go solo today to take my pictures, and so I was doing the you know how you do the remote shoot, and I was using my phone. And so boy, those pictures are so funny, but you would have seen them anyway pop up. So make sure you stay tuned for Wednesday. You all, BHM Pattern Designers is here, is right around the corner, is knocking at the door. You have February 1st. Y'all start making your garments. Start tagging me, NaturalDane, on Instagram, and make sure you use the hashtag BHM Pattern Designers. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to what everybody is making and what you post and all that good stuff. If you need more information about it, Of course, the link to the website is down below. Stay tuned for Wednesday. I will be giving you all of my plans for the month of February, including what I plan to make for my birthday dress. So yeah, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. Let me know what you think about it. Sans me cutting out the wrong size for the sleeves. That was my error. I cut out the wrong size. I am not a size 14 sleeve. 18, I would have been, 18 probably would have even given me a little bit more room, but yeah, 18, yeah. Anyway, that is okay. Like I said, the construction, everything came together beautifully. I do plan to make 2 more of these for sure. An Ankara version. I do want a denim version. Everything went together easy. I highly recommend this for a confident beginner. So because it is lined, that might, you know, deter or scare you off a little bit, but no. If you're a confident beginner and you want to try, especially if this is your style, this is so up my style, up my alley. So I was really happy again that they reached out to me, because this is a cute, this peplum jacket is so cute. But yeah, I would say give it a try. Definitely give it a try. I will leave a link down to the website down below. And so yeah, that's all I have today. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in today. I greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. Leave your comments down below. And yeah, we will see you on Wednesday. Bye.